Trying to find information about something you're interested probably led you here. You're probably looking for information about the Chesapeake Bay, maybe moving on the water in the Chesapeake Bay, and you found this page. Let me tell you 5 places that I look for information about the Chesapeake Bay when I'm trying to figure out what to talk to you about or just for my own personal enjoyment. All right, what's up everybody? This is Schou here with eXp Realty in Maryland. If you're looking to buy a waterfront or just move to the Chesapeake Bay area, call me, text me, and I'd be happy to make that happen for you. I can make it so much easier for you to move down to the Chesapeake Bay area. All right, and you can also scroll down, click on that link in the first comment, and it will schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about your home buying needs. And last but not least, and if you find this content helpful, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content about Chesapeake Bay and the areas around it. All right, so like I said before, it can be really overwhelming to figure out the best sources when you're looking to move to a new area or you're just trying to find out more things about living on the water. So I made this for that reason, but I also have 5 people that or 5 different things that I really follow and I really like that really help inform my decisions about the Chesapeake Bay and waterfront and what to tell you all as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first 3 are actually 3 different magazines published by the same person, but they all have different topics. All right, so the very first magazine I'm going to talk about is Prop Talk. Now, if you're someone who loves to boat, this magazine is for you. It goes into everything from, different motorboats and different it goes into everything about power boats. I love it because there's so many well-written articles throughout the publication, and it really just hones in on boat maintenance, where to find boat dealers, and just highlights different things that you can do around the Chesapeake Bay on your boat, and it is such a great resource. Now, spoiler alert, all of these are free publications that you can find in different stores throughout Maryland, but you can also go to their website. So proptalkmagazine.com is a great place to go to and find out all this information. I am constantly looking at it because I love learning about new boats that are coming out. I might have a slight boat obsession where I want a new one already after getting a new one just recently, but it's just a great place where you can really scratch that itch of really knowing what the cutting edge of different boat technology and all that kind of stuff is and how it specifically relates to the Chesapeake Bay. All right, so the second one's in the same vein, and I'll be the first to admit I'm not too familiar with it. It's Spin Sheet. Now, Spin Sheet is dedicated directly to the sailboaters out there, and there is a huge sailboat contingency in Maryland, and contingency is probably the wrong word. There's a ton of sailboaters in Maryland. I wouldn't know if it's more than power boats or not, but people love sailing in Maryland, especially up towards that Capital Region area, Annapolis and Annapolis and Severna Park and areas like that. Like, it is huge up there. And on a weekend, you can't go, left or right without seeing a sailboat under sail. So Spin Sheet is an awesome place to find all the information. It's like the Prop Talk version for sailors, and it really dives deep into some great features, talks about all the new features of boats and things like that, and just different things you can go and see and different technical articles if you're really into sailing. And last but not least, one of my favorite, besides the Prop Talk one, is the Fish Talk magazine. Now, this does a great job of not just highlighting different places to fish, but it talks about all the different techniques and all the different types of fishing and crabbing you can do around the Chesapeake Bay. And I think it does a great job of not kind of censoring the information. A lot of times fishermen and people that crab want to hide their secret spots or hide their secret techniques. And I love that Fish Talk magazine decentralizes that information, takes that stuff and gives it to people that are looking to get better or looking to just get out there and enjoy the Chesapeake Bay. And they do it in a format that makes it so much easier for the average person to get that jump up and to be successful out on the Chesapeake Bay fishing and crabbing. And like I said, all of these have websites, all of them have YouTube channels, and all of them have social media presence. And I highly recommend, following them and watching some of their content because it can just make it so much easier to understand what you're getting into when you move to Chesapeake Bay and when you really start to get to enjoy the Chesapeake Bay. My next one is actually photographer Jay Fleming. Now, Jay Fleming has grown up around the Chesapeake Bay his whole entire life, and throughout that time, he's seen the Chesapeake Bay and its tributaries through the eyes of his camera. Now, he has done some amazing work throughout his young career, starting off with mainly wildlife photography of different animals around the Chesapeake Bay, and his underwater shots of different areas around the Severn River with the grasses or over at Smith Island are just legendary in the area. But what he's really been known for lately is kind of really just documenting the waterman lifestyle around the Chesapeake Bay in his book, Working the Water. But also a really great book that he just published recently is all about Smith Island, and it's called Island Life, which just goes into what it's like to be on Smith Island, the people of Smith Island, and why, and the history behind all of that. So if you're looking for some just information, some history, and just some amazing artwork, be sure to check out Jay, buy one of his books, check out his website, follow him on social media. And honestly, if you're a photographer and you're looking to up your game, Jay has some great classes that you can join. They fill up quick. I think he's starting to take ones for 2023 right now. I'm showing you on the screen right now where he has these workshops. But you can go with Jay and you can go out to Smith Island, you can go out into the Chesapeake Bay and just do all these different places and just get taught by one of the best wildlife or just Chesapeake Bay photographers there is. The last person I'm going to talk about is Luke McFadden. Now, Luke McFadden's a young guy. He's, I think, around 26. He's a waterman out of the northern part of the bay, and his TikTok and Instagram page are just something you gotta follow. It's fun, it's engaging, and you get a behind-the-scenes tour kind of what his life is like, catching crabs and doing all the different waterman stuff. And I just love how personable he is. And I think you're gonna love being able to see that curtain pull back and really see what he's talking about. So he's had a lot of press recently, about 1 million followers on TikTok. And it just is one of those cool things that it's great to see someone local like that really leverage, what they do and what they do well to not only further themselves and to further the industry, but just to really educate consumers around the Chesapeake Bay and really around the nation about what watermen do and what the Chesapeake Bay is all about. So hopefully this information about where you can find more information about the Chesapeake Bay was helpful. If you have any questions or need any help, make sure you use that contact information below. Call me, text me, and I'd be happy to help you when you're making decisions about moving to the Chesapeake Bay area or waterfront on the Chesapeake Bay area. You can also scroll down to the first comment, click on that link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about your home buying needs. And last but not least, if you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the bell so you're notified every time we put out new content. Hope to see you on the next video.